Hey guys, it's Magpie and Ankara. We're back with our highlights of all the going-ons in week 2 of Duel Links Team Wars. We'll take you through the Duel of the Week, the Match of the Week, Player of the Week, and we'll take you through all the other games of the week, finishing off the episode with our discussion on a topic at the center of Team Wars for week 2. Hey Ankara, how's it going?
Hey man, how you doing?
Yeah, good. What's the Duel of the Week this week?
So Duel of the Week is gonna be between Raisin and Novagame, or more specifically between Cagliostro and End, respectively playing a Spellbook Silent Magician deck and a 3-star Demotion deck. What is really interesting about this duel is that teams are tied at 9-9, meaning the person who wins that duel wins the whole thing for his team. Also, as you can see, there is no Mask Hero deck, no Amazonas deck, and most importantly, no Ferhayes deck in this duel. So Cagliostro looks to have a really good start with Blue Boy into the usual combo with a Silent Magician and obviously a face down Spellbook of Fate. Then we go on to End's turn. He's gonna set 3 back row and then he's gonna do what everybody in the chat was waiting for him to do, meaning using 3-star Demotion and summoning a Sujin. Right now Cagliostro has an issue because it doesn't have enough fuel in his graveyard to banish the Sujin, so he's gonna be forced to put him face down. But that's not enough, because obviously in a spellbook deck you don't have anything to attack into the Sujin and actually destroy him because of Sujin's effect. So Cagliostro is forced to do a full combo again, get a Spellbook of Fate and use it directly to banish the Sujin. Luckily for him, he has another Blue Boy in his hand, meaning he's gonna be able to do the full combo. At that moment, some people in the chat were actually saying, this is really not looking good for End, because Cagliostro is just gonna be able to banish every single turn. He's gonna banish End monster, and no matter what the back row of End is, this is not looking good. But, as we are gonna see, even if Cagliostro indeed looks like he has a big advantage, especially after summoning a second Silent Magician on the field, he has one major issue. He doesn't have the fuel to search for a second Spellbook of Fate and set it face down, meaning End is gonna have a window of opportunity here and he's gonna take full advantage of it. First, he's gonna Curse of Anubis to put the 2 monsters in defense position. Then on his turn, he's gonna summon an Amazonas Swordswoman in attack position, and he's gonna attack a Silent Magician. And then we're gonna see the first of his back row, a Massive Morph, putting a Silent Magician to 2000 defense. But that's not enough, far from that. But he has something else. He has Pack Shield, which is gonna put the Silent Magician defense up to 6000, which means 4500 damage into Cagliostro face. And thanks to that, End is gonna be able to get the win in this duel and the full match win for his team. That's all for this Duel of the Week.
Moving on to our next segment. 28 teams, 14 matches. We have for you one match. Our match of the week. What 2 teams caught your eye this week, Ankara?
So it was a tough decision, but eventually the match of the week is Creeping Death versus the Academy of Duel Links. Like the previous match of the week, this one was a really close match between one of the most well-known teams of Team Wars and Season 1 champion Creeping Death versus a brand new Team Wars team, the Academy of Duel Links, which had everything to prove after a loss during the first week. The lead went back and forth between the 2 teams, no crazy win streak, but at the end it was 10-9 for the Academy of Duel Links. And now let's go on the next topic. So Magpie, who is our player of the week?
Well, this week there was only one clear winner. No one's gonna debate over this. Team Wars Season 3, Week 2, Player of the Week is Zoroaster from Muffin Clan for his incredible solo 10-1 performance against Season 2 champions Murder Inc., a feat replicated only once in Team Wars history by Garuda's NV. Murder Inc. were leading 6-0 thanks to an amazing debut from a Libra with Ferhayes, and it wasn't looking like Muffin Clan's day. They were on the brink to go 0-2. But man, was it this guy's day or was it his day? defeating 7 of the Furhide decks Murder Inc. brought to this game, and 2 Amazons and 1 Masked Heroes. He truly deserves it. On a side note, a special mention to Cousin. It might not have been his day, but myself, Ankara, and the Duel Links community is just really glad to see him back in the competitive scene. He's such a great player to watch and a lovely guy, so welcome back, Cousin. Now there were a few honorable mentions, one of which was a Libra who we already mentioned, going 6-2. Number 2 on power rankings was former VIP player Bremsklot, who went 7-1 against Garuda with double fur highs. And in third, we have Renegade Silchus Ruin, who went 6-1, can you guess what with? Double fur highs.
That brings us to the matches and divisions. So let's see how the situation has evolved, Magpie.
Well, first off, in Savage Coliseum, it's Royal Card Fighters that lead the way in first place, with 2 wins from 2, with a very close fought 10-9 win over Pharaohs. And Pharaohs brought out 10 Furhide decks for that match. They themselves are in third place, with Season 1 champions Creeping Death in second, suffering a shock defeat in another close match, losing 10-9 to Academy of Duel Links. Last season's champions Murder Inc. are surprisingly in last place, losing both their opening games. In the Fallen Paradise division, it's the usual suspects at number 1, winning their match 10-4 against... I forgot the team. With Mark delivering another strong performance in back-to-back weeks. In second place, would you believe it, is Blessed RNG, last season's Wooden Spooners, with a shock win over Bricks and Potatoes, Big Daddy paving the way for their victory, defeating a beat-down Hazy deck that was brought to counter them. Closing out the top 3 is Shrimp Squad, going against the odds to be 2-0 right now, defeating Bricks and Potatoes and Abusement Park, who are in 5th and 6th spot respectively, with Immortals closing out the division in last place. To Dark Sanctuary now, 3 Kings are in top spot, with 2 wins from 2 games and 20 fur highs in 2 games. Sun Clan, who are in 4th, gave them a close match towards the end, with a solid run from Yasser, before losing to an unfortunate time limit. Forbidden Ones, who we mentioned earlier with Bremsklot's performance, take 2nd spot, followed by Raisin in 3rd. Last season's finalists Garuda are surprisingly last, closing out the division. Lastly, in the Chicken Game division, it is Animal Plays in 1st spot, who had the best record in Week 1 with a 10-3 win over Forbidden Memories, following up with a 10-6 win over Chillin' with Chila. The Renegades are in 2nd spot, separated only by round wins. Below them is Japanese team Zodiac, also with 2 from 2, after their defeat of Curry Bandits. Closing out the group, not even Saber Duck could save Forbidden Memories from avoiding last place after their 10-5 defeat to Renegades. Now we take a look at the meta-analysis, compiled from both Week 1 and 2 stats. It's no surprise Fur Hires still remain as the most popular deck with the best win rate, with Amazonis ranking number 2 in popularity, however ranking last in win percentage, with Heroes and Spellbooks, the latter of which we saw quite a bit in Week 2, having far greater win percentages. Now that brings us to our last segment, an issue that's usually at the center of Team Wars for the current week. This week, we'll be discussing the banning of spectators in official matches. What's your take on the action, Ankara?
Well, first of all, as a commissioner, I want to give the idea of why we did that. As you all know, I think Konami did some changes with the games and blocked most of the APK features when you are playing. So you cannot cheat as a player anymore. And the problem is they didn't do that for spectators, meaning that when you spectate a game, you are still able to use your APK and see your opponent's cards. So we had to come up with a decision in between allowing spectating, which is good for the viewers and for the teams, or banning it to block potential cheaters. And we decided to go with banning it. at least for the previous week, and we are gonna keep on with that week. But nothing is set in stone because we are hoping for Konami to do something.
But it's still a step closer to making our duels honest and reputable. And any action that's taken that can guarantee that cheating is at least reduced is something we as a competitive community should all support.
Yeah, and before going to the conclusion, I want to give a small piece of information. The first one is about the spectator ban. As long as the ban is on, and if you are in a match which is not streamed by the official Team War channel on Twitch, there are some workarounds. Like you can try to have like to shared screen on Discord. You can also ask someone to actually stream the match on his own personal Twitch, even without a talking or a caster or whatever, just a host for one team or like both teams to see the match and be able to talk about the plays and all that as if they were spectating. So there are some workarounds. We hope to have a better solution soon, but for the moment that's how you can do. And also I want to give you a quick update on the for hire issues. Commissioners and admins are obviously aware of the issue, and we are working on some changes to give you guys a better environment to enjoy playing, casting and spectating this game.